Hello, Cinnamon Rage here, and that was my qualifying lap, my best lap for Germany, which is race 12 of season 16 of AOR, and 12th is kind of okay. Normally I tend to qualify about 13th, 14th, but obviously there are only 14 drivers this time, so it's a wee bit of a different scenario, and that's why I qualified slightly higher, but it was a bit of a cautious lap. Again, this is one of those tracks where you're really only able to do one qualifying lap, because the preferred tyre strategy is the medium tyre to the the medium fastest tyre to the slowest tyre. So I end up never really actually touching the fastest tyre available, which was Ultra Softs. So 12th was kind of reasonable. I'd done a bit of practice. I'd suffered quite badly from corner cutting, but so I was going to try and be a wee bit cautious this race. I get a decent start there compared to Callum, but having to being on the inside just meant I really had to back out of the move, and he got back past, but no places lost. And what you will notice here is actually there's quite a lot of graphical tearing and stuttering as Callum runs out wide there. This is actually my Elgato was just struggling in this. I don't know what it was, because obviously I've used it in these settings for the past goodness knows how many races. And as we go around the corner here and see somebody tap into, I think, DJ or a tool. Yeah, I do know that I'm recording at 60 frames a second, and my PC, it's meant to require a quad core PC, and I don't have that. I've got an old dual core Haswell, so I think that's like 2-3 generations ago on Intel chips. So it's pretty good that it does it normally, but I don't know what happened with this race, but the quality just really wasn't great. But at this point I'm keeping up with my teammate, Germo, who has been on a very good run of form, unlike myself. I think since Monaco I finished 3rd and he DNF'd, and since then I've never done another point, whereas he's had podiums, and pretty much I think he's got points in every single race. So yeah, he's been on a much better second half of the first half of the season, whereas my first half was decent given where I'm at skill level, etc., compared to everyone else in the league. But my second half of the first half of the season, which sounds kind of odd to say, has been a bit of a shocker, to be honest. So yeah, this race I was hoping with 14 people, and generally I tend not to have massive issues. I was looking to get some points. My teammate here, it looks like I did a good wee move on him, but he'd got some wing damage off the back of someone's car, and he made the decision that he would let me go. If I turned out to be not that much faster, then I would give the position back. However, there was a chance he might be holding me up with wing damage, even though he's the faster driver. And again, apologies for the sort of stuttering. You see, I just don't know what went wrong with Elgato. I haven't looked at the Hungarian footage yet for the next race, but I'm really hoping it's not doing it here as well. Coming in here, I think it was Glazed Gator that had crashed out, possibly with desync with a tool. We'll see later. And under the safety car, virtual safety car, sorry, an important distinction. I just struggled to kind of follow the delta. Either I'm way too slow, or you can see here, like a small correction meant I ended up way too fast. And then as I correct again, I go way too fast, and then I go way too slow, and not just too slow, like 6/10 slow, almost 7/10 slow. So that means I'm probably going to lose some time the guys in front and behind, though I mean realistically they're going to have not got it perfect either, so but still maybe 3-4 tenths, it's still a loss. But anyway, skipping on to lap 13, I was doing well here. I was keeping up with Fluffy Pillow, I was catching him up, and I'd got into DRS range here. I can't remember if it was for the first time or not, but running a wee bit low in ERS, but I still stick it into overtake and go down the inside. I leave plenty of room, but I just get kind of pushed wide there, and I lose quite a wee bit of time. You can't really accelerate too much off track, it could really sort of spin you out. But again, second, but that is not a true second, because I've got still to do my pit stop, as you can see me doing here. So I'm going to pit, and I think some of the others had pitted either quite a bit earlier or different strategies possibly, but My second place was not to last. There was a big group there, a big batch of them going past, and you can see I come out behind Fluffy Pillow again, which is kind of where I was when I went in as well, I think, excluding obviously the undercut that he did. So it looks like the undercut didn't make a lot of a difference, but yeah, he's now had a lap to warm up those mediums, which I haven't had. But regardless, I do catch up again, and I get right onto the back of him and GGDJ. I get a good exit here onto this straight, the main straight, and I kind of like start getting quite close to them, but I don't know why I went onto the side bit there, but yeah, I make a mistake here. I kind of forgot that I was in overtake, I was in rich at DRS, so my car was actually running faster than I was expecting. So even though I braked a wee bit earlier, I didn't brake early enough, and it meant I had to take evasive action. You can see the kind of gap that creates, as my screen still tears due to Elgato problems. And it, not only that, but it's allowed Bayfield behind to actually catch up as well. There's a caution there as a tool runs slightly wide onto the gravel, which is going to cost him certainly a few seconds. And I catch up with GGDJ and LE Revolution again. Now, LE Revolution is still to pit at this point, so I think that's why he was running a wee bit slower. I think LE Revolution's got to be one of the drivers with the closest pace to myself. But GGDJ makes a mistake, and I kind of had to take the corner there a wee bit. Slow and corner cutting warning, which was a bit annoying, and Bayfield from where he came in meant I had to run a wee bit wider, and that allowed GGDJ to actually get a cut back on me and get back ahead. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of exciting. I've got DRS on Bayfield though, so it's not a straight out GGDJ having the ability to kind of power past, and I actually get a really good run off this corner with the outside line, and that's me back ahead of him. So realistically, that was quite good. I tend not to find myself battling as much as I'd maybe like, but it was really good, clean battling, and yeah, some nice kind of cutbacks etc. in there as well. So at this point we're on lap 18, I'm in P8, and I'm catching up with Bayfield and LE Revolution again. Now Bayfield obviously his pace was better, and he should have just gone, but he's got stuck behind LE Revolution on old tyres, and that's really helped me keep up with him. But it's also meant that you can see GGDJ sort of dropped off quite a bit, but he's coming back at me simply through, although he's battling with someone behind. I can't tell if that's an Alfa Romeo or another Ferrari, my teammate Germo, but yeah, it was a good kind of, I got DRS there. I couldn't remember if I'd got DRS at this point, but I get DRS, which allows me to kind of at least not drop to the guys behind and keep up a wee bit with the others at front. I lock up here and I get a wee bit of a drift on, but I managed to save it and not go into the side of LE Revolution, which is good, because considering we tend to sit around, both of us tend to sit around at the very outskirts of the top 10, yeah, we're the ones that tend to battle each other more than anyone else at this end of the field. So at this point he's kind of running a wee bit wide. It's going to be worn tyres, again, game skipping, god damn you Elgato, but I think he's about to pit here anyway at the end of lap 19, and that's me got some clear air. So hopefully at this point GGDJ disappeared, and I can't exactly remember why. I'd cut this video without actually looking at why he disappeared, but a bigger problem was me and Atul had been catching me with my teammate Germo, and then he just kind of like after the corner, I assumed that he sort of tried to put the power down, sort of tried to correct spinning out to the right and spun back into me. But from the footage he's shown, actually it was just simply a case of he didn't touch me. It seemed like I'd hit his back wheel from his footage, but you can see I was absolutely nowhere near. And my teammate Germo, who just went past there, he said that on his screen it was a tool just sort of glitched to the left. So yeah, obviously no bad driving or anything else in it. It was just not his fault, just the fault of his broadband provider or home Wi-Fi network, which is a shame because honestly, it was I don't think I'd held off him and Germo, but I would still have given me 9th place. So I'm really disappointed with that, to be honest. It cost me, I had to pit and go into the ultras, but yeah, my long run of no points finishes is going to go on for a wee bit longer. So hopefully for Hungary, I've not watched the video back yet, I won't have the graphical glitches, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you then. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will catch you in a week's time.